Hello, I am currently sitting in a 2026 Toyota Sequoia Platinum, and I'm going to run through all the buttons for you. If you find this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Starting in the middle with the shifter, if you pull it back into reverse, it will bring up your backup camera and your 360 camera so you can see all the way around the vehicle. Then you have neutral, drive, and if you go over to the left, you can shift through the gears manually. This vehicle does have an electronic park brake, so every time you put the shifter in park, it automatically engages the park brake, and when you take it out of park, it automatically disengages the park brake. Above that is a hold button. If you push that hold button, you'll see a green hold light on the left side of the dash. Then if you put the vehicle in drive, you'll see an orange one above it. You can actually take your foot off the brake pedal while the vehicle's in drive and it won't go anywhere. Say you're sitting in a drive-thru and you get tired of holding your foot on the brake, it'll hold it for you. Then when you're ready to move forward a spot, you just tap the gas pedal, it releases, you can move forward a spot, and then push down hard on the brake to activate again. Below the shifter, you have a selector for your four-wheel drive system, 2 high, 4 high, and 4 low. Then over here, you have drive modes. So if you push drive modes and spin this dial, you can choose from Eco, Normal, and Sport. Eco is going to try to make it as fuel efficient as possible. Normal is for normal driving, and then Sport is going to try to give you all the power that it can. And then next to that, there is a tow haul mode button. So if you're pulling a heavy trailer, you can put it in tow haul, and it'll change the transmission shift points to try to help out a little bit. In front of the shifter, you have an integrated trailer brake controller, the start button for the vehicle. This vehicle does have trailer backup assist, so if you're backing up a trailer and you need a little bit of help, you can activate this and it'll spin the steering wheel and help back up the trailer straight for you. This is a camera with the word view. If you push it while you're in park, it'll give you a 360-degree walk around so you can see if there's anything outside the vehicle. Then this one will turn traction control off. Normally you'd want to leave this on, but if you were stuck in some snow or mud and you wanted to spin the tires to try to get out, you could turn that off right there. And then here's the hazards for the vehicle. You also do have a wireless phone charger right down here. This vehicle does have heated and cooled seats, so you have high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side heated seat, high, medium, low, and off for the driver's side cooled seat, and then the passenger controls are right over here. This vehicle does have 3-zone auto climate control. This auto button is like a thermostat for your car, so if it's on auto 70 and it's hot out, it'll cool it down to 70, and if it's cold out, it'll heat it up to 70. This will turn the climate control off. This will do front window defrost, so it'll blow all the air up on the front windshield. This will de-ice the back window and the side mirrors. This will turn air conditioning on and off, recirculate on and off, and then this will cancel out the vents that go to the rear of the vehicle. This will change the driver's side temperature. This will do fan speeds up and down. Rear is if you want to change the rear only, you hit this and then you can change the fan speed and where the vents are going to blow back there only. Sync will make the passenger and rear do whatever the driver's side does. Mode will change where the vents are going to blow. This will do the passenger side temperature, and then you do have a USB port right there. In the top left corner of the radio screen is your cloud navigation. You do have to have a subscription for this through Toyota. It costs $15 per month, and then you'll have built-in maps on the radio screen. Otherwise, you can use your wireless Apple CarPlay or Android Auto to use your phone's navigation on the screen for free. Then you have the music symbol. At the top here, you have favorites where it shows all your presets off to the right. Then you have tune where you can choose FM, AM, and XM. You do get 3 months free XM radio with every new Toyota. If you go XM channel 57, tune to channel, it'll bring it up for you on the right side. If you like this station, you want to hit the heart and it'll add it to your preset list. Down here, you can go channel by channel. You can pause it and back it up if you missed a song. You can even hit notify me, and if you like the artist or the song, you can check mark it and it'll tell you if it's playing on any XM station. Then the phone tab here will just take you to your Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, or Android Auto so you can have all your contacts on the screen. The vehicle tab, you could do seat controls like the massaging seats right there. You could do trip information like range to empty and miles per gallon that you've been getting. You could do vehicle alert where it'll tell you if there's any issues with the vehicle. And then finally, you have the settings tab where you can log into your profile, add Bluetooth devices, make all kinds of different vehicle customizations. If you find this video helpful, here are a few ways to help support my channel. Please click that subscribe button and consider making a donation so I can keep making informative content. Thank you. Up above, you have map light. This will turn all the lights in the vehicle on, all the lights off, and then right in the middle on door, anytime a door is open, the lights will come on. This will open and close the power lift gate. This vehicle does have a panoramic moonroof, so you can open and close the sunshade right here, and then open and close the sunroof right there. This is your SOS Safety Connect button, so if you get a flat tire, have some sort of emergency, you can push this button. It'll call Toyota and they can send help your way. And then the mood button here will turn on the ambient lighting. This vehicle does have home link, so you have 1, 2, and 3 different garage door opener buttons. If you push one of them, it'll walk you through a little video of how to sync your garage door remote, so you can use these buttons instead. And then it does have a digital rear view mirror, so you can have a regular mirror, or if you pull this tab towards you, it'll do a camera out the back. Then you can make adjustments to that camera by pushing this button here, and you can move it up and down, left and right, tilt it, whatever you want to do. Behind the steering wheel, you have the wipers. If you go up to mist, it'll do one swipe and then back to off. One click down is auto windshield wipers, so if it detects any raindrops on the windshield, it'll wipe automatically. You can adjust the sensitivity of the auto wipers right here. Then you have low and high. If you pull this lever towards you, it'll spray and clean the front windshield. If you push it away from you, it'll spray and clean the back window. And then if you twist the end here, there's a delayed and on setting for the back wiper. Over here on the headlights, you can go all the way down to DRL off, which is daytime running lights off, no lights at all. Most people leave it on auto, they turn on and off on their own. Or you can do park lights and headlights. Forward for high beam, back for low beam, and then you can turn the fog lights on and off right here. On the right side of the steering wheel, you have mode. It'll go through AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth music, all your sources. Or if you hold it down for about 3 seconds, it'll pause the radio. Next to that, these arrows will go through your favorite radio station presets. Or if you're listening to like Amazon Music or something, it'll do next song and back a song. Then this vehicle does have adaptive cruise control. So basically, if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set at 70 miles per hour, and you come up on a car going any slower, it'll automatically sense that car, slow down, and match their speed. To set that, you turn on the cruise control by pushing this button right here. It'll say radar cruise control active. Then when you get to the speed you want to set it at, you just bump it down to set. It'll say set at 70 miles per hour up on the dash. If you want to bump it up to 72, you can go 1, 2. If you want to go back down to 70, you can go 1, 2. If you want to cancel it, you can hit cancel or tap the brake pedal. Then you do have a zone selector right here, so you can choose 3, 2, and 1. And that's how close it'll follow the vehicle in front of you. And then this vehicle does have lane trace assist. So if you're driving down the highway with the cruise control set, it'll look ahead at the lines in front of you and try to keep the vehicle perfectly centered. If you don't like that, you can turn it off right there. On the left side of the steering wheel, you have volume controls for the radio up and down. Next to that, you have a voice command button. Tune to XM channel 57.
Tuning to Sirius XM channel 57.
Or if you hold that down for about 3 seconds, it'll bring up your Siri or Google Assistant so you can make phone calls, text messages, things like that. Then you have the left, right, up and down arrow. That's for customizing your center display. So you can go right and left through all those top tabs, and then you can go up and down through those side tabs. So you can show some different fuel economy stuff, a compass, what's playing on the radio station, vehicle information like tire pressure and trailer brake controller, settings where you can turn on and off all your safety equipment, and then messages where it'll tell you if there's anything wrong with the vehicle. Above that, there's a phone, so if you get a phone call, you can hit this to answer it, hit it again to hang up, and then this is like a clear button, so if you ever get like a pop-up on the screen, you can hit this to clear it. On the left side of the dash, this vehicle has a cargo light on the rear hatch. You can turn it on all the time, off all the time, or right in the middle on door. Anytime a door is open, it'll light up the cargo area. Then this vehicle does have automatic high beams. So basically, if you're driving down the highway at night with your high beams on and you forget to dim them when you meet a car, it can sense their headlights and dim them for you automatically. If you like that feature, you want it lit up like that. This will open the fuel door on the side of the vehicle. This will adjust the brightness on the instrument panel up and down. This will go through odometer, trip A and trip B. And then this vehicle does have automatic rear braking. So if you're backing up and it thinks you're going to hit a pole or something, it'll slam on the brakes. It's important to turn this off if you're pulling a trailer, because if you're backing that trailer up, it's going to think you're going to hit something and it'll keep slamming on the brakes. Below that, this vehicle does have power running boards. You can turn them off so they don't extend out. You can leave them out all the time, or you can leave them on auto so they fold out when you open the doors. This is the heated steering wheel on and off. And then the AC 120 volt turns on the inverter plug-in in the back of the vehicle. Finally, on the driver door, you have all 4 window controls. They are all one-touch auto up and down, so if you give it a quick push, it'll roll all the way down, and if you lift up real quick, it'll roll all the way back up. Then you have your window locks. If you activate that, nobody in the vehicle can roll the windows up or down. Then you can lock and unlock the doors right there. This vehicle does have power folding mirrors, so if you push it all the way towards the back, it'll fold the mirrors in and they'll stay folded in. If you push it all the way towards the front, they will stay folded out all the time. Or if you put it in the middle on A for auto, anytime you get out of the vehicle and lock the doors, the mirrors will fold in. Then for adjusting the mirrors, you just twist this to the left, move the left mirror around, twist it to the right, move the right mirror around, and then if you put it back in the center, if you bump it, it won't go anywhere. And then this vehicle does have memory seats, so you have seat 1, seat 2, and set. If you get your seat right where you like it and you push set 1, it'll beep and then number 1 will be saved, so if your seat gets out of position, you can just push number 1 and it'll go right back to where you like it. And that should be all the buttons on this 2026 Toyota Sequoia Platinum. If you found this video helpful, please hit that subscribe button. Thank you.